The members of the House of Heroes have been scattered across the multiverse, and the only way they're going to be able to get back together is if they get really creative. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of Justice League Incarnate issue number 3 and find out together, shall we? So then, as we join the comic, we see where Captain Carrot landed after getting separated from the rest of his team. Apparently, he landed in the Image-adjacent DC universe, complete with its premier team, the Nimrod Squad. Youngblood. Luckily, Captain gets saved from a multi-man beatdown by the incoming of Spore, who says that they all need to unite and work together if they ever hope to save their world from the Annihilator, who just so happens to be the next great mega-villain who hopes to claim the tear in the multiverse before Darkseid can. From there, we check on in at the wreckage of the House of Heroes. To get the children of Darkseid off their back, the heroes were forced to crash their ship into Earth 7. We actually get treated to a very funny scene wherein Calabac and Grail admit that even they are getting sick of the Batwoman who laughs and all of this dark multiverse mischief. Dino Cop and the others had survived the fall too, and we discover from Thunderer that Earth 7 is actually his Earth, one that he was forced to flee because it was destroyed by, get this, the Gentry and the Empty Hand. Don't remember who they are? Well, you really should, because they were the ultimate villains behind Grant Morrison's Multiversity, the original Justice League Incarnate story, basically. Now, whatever happened to Avery Ho, the new Chinese Flash? Well, she's being forced to walk the plank right now in a pirate world. That world's Captain Blackbeard makes some rather interesting references to a chest filled with maps and charts beyond any and all imagination. And why, yes, before you have to ask, this Blackbeard is yet another villain who hopes to claim the tear in the universe for himself, and when the Flash refuses to lead him to his ultimate prize, he decides to kick her into the ocean. Luckily, Avery is saved by, get this, the Amazon Pirates, an all-female fighting force led by Mira, who descends from the invisible Zeppelin. Man, pirate superheroes are so cool. When Tom Taylor is done doing superhero nights, I hope he can do pirates. My personal favorite is Donna of Troy. I love that she's like 6'5" and positively towers over Avery, who is sure to grab the chest with these maps and charts in them. Only here's the thing, they're not really maps and charts, they're actually comic books. Like actual DC comic books that you can read right now, because we are fully 100% through the Grant Morrison Looking Glass. We are going full on meta multiversity. You'll recall at the end of the previous issue, Captain Multiverse and Calvin Ellis Superman had found themselves in the strangest world yet. Well, it's strange because it's Earth 33, aka the world that Superboy Prime comes from, aka our human world. Their powers don't actually work on this world because only ideas are supposed to be able to make it back and forth between that world's unique membrane. Everyone also just jumps to the conclusion that these two must be excellent cosplayers. Thankfully for Calvin, this isn't his first rodeo. He knows full well how this universe works and how they can use its unique powers to help get themselves and everyone else back home. They have to become comic writers. Yes, that's right, the key to saving the day, nay, the entire DC multiverse, is to write the next great DC multiversal story. It's a good thing that time moves differently in this world. And President Superman and Captain Multiverse not only have a chance to write, but also grow a lot closer as friends, and maybe even a little bit more, it's implied. Why, they even get their own DC Comics editor too, a guy by the name of Saxman, who you better believe has some notes. First things first, they gotta write Thomas Wayne back home. He's over in the Zoo Crew universe right now, helping them take down Feline Faust, yet another villain who wants to claim the tear. They make it so Avery is able to master her powers in just enough time to be able to rescue Thomas, and together they're actually able to help breach through the membrane and warn Calvin and Captain Multiverse that they think they know exactly where the tear is now. It's on the Captain Carrot Image world, and that they all need to go there together to stop the villains once and for all. Of course, this begs the question, where has Darkseid been this whole time? Well, you're gonna positively love to discover that he was actually the editor this whole time in disguise. Which might explain why he kept pushing for Darkseid to win at the end of this issue, because, you know, it's just DC writing style, you know, we gotta set up the odds so the heroes can overcome them, right? Eventually, everyone finds their way to the Captain Carrot universe so they can all have their big final showdown. The Annihilator is revealed to actually be a version of the Violator, and oh look, Jim Lee's Wildcats are there too. Seriously, man, this page is amazing. It's reference on top of in-joke on top of Deep Cut. Now, unlike all the other villains we've seen before, the Annihilator has actually managed to grab the Tear, which is in turn empowering him. This, of course, leaves the heroes between a rock and a hard place. They can either help fight the Annihilator, even if that means Darkseid takes the Tear anyway and kills them all. Dr. Multiverse thinks that she can actually close the Tear by using her powers. Unfortunately, if they do that, the rest of the team doesn't know if they can track down Barry wherever he's gone. It's also only right here, right now, do I realize that the Tear in the multiverse just so happens to look like a lightning bolt, you know, like the one that the Flash is so well known for. With no other options left, Captain Multiverse jumps into the fray to close the rift. Seemingly this works, but Darkseid is not deterred. The rift is apparently still very much active, it's just that no one else can exploit its power right now. Furthermore, Darkseid may not actually be the worst threat the heroes have to deal with right now, because back on Earth 7, Orion and Aquawoman managed to make it to their feet just in time for the planet itself to start shaking. Apparently, the Gentry and the Open Hand never actually left this world, they only weaponized it, and now they're ready to join the fray and claim the Tear for themselves as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Justice League Incarnate issue number 3, everybody, and you certainly can't deny that Joshua Williamson didn't throw positively everything at the wall in this one, and I'm thankful to say most of it ended up sticking. We got so many great rewarding references and in-jokes and Easter eggs from a man who clearly loves all this stuff very much and is just having a ball getting to play in the toy box and bring out whatever he wants. There's also some good spirited meta commentary on the writing of comic books and how it is a job and it is harder than it seems, and there are these like million plates that you gotta spin all at once and make it look like you're not spinning them. There's also some great uses of continuity and connective tissue here, bringing back the idea of the Great Darkness from the Great Darkness saga, but also the Empty Hand and the Gentry from the original Multiversity, which never really got their big finale, but now it seems like they are. Overall, I'd give this one an 8.5 out of 10. It was really good.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.